Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people at Shut Door Shutter, coming back to you with a brand new episode of FTB NeoTech, and today is episode 16, and we are getting into creating a kind of drawer system using sophisticated storage. Okay, so one of the things that I so far don't like about sophisticated storage is limited barrels, is how to get the compressed looking barrel here. Okay, and we're actually going to demonstrate this with gold. Oop, I did not mean to do that. So let's take all of our gold out of here. And the recipe for these barrels, by the way, is this: 3 slabs, 5 oak planks, and a redstone torch. And we actually probably want to upgrade this thing before we set it down. There we go. And just quickly doing this. Is that not the recipe? Okay, so let's just do the recipe that is this. Sophisticated storage, and whatever version this is really wonky, but that's okay. So we're also going to put a compression upgrade in here, which is this recipe here. We actually got one from a quest reward, sophisticated chest quest reward there. And we're just going to put that in here. For this one, we're going to put this in here. And this actually will do everything we need. So we pull out a gold block, it pulls everything out. But that is how you make a compacting drawer inside of sophisticated storage, which is actually pretty interesting. Okay, so I've got a lot more drawers and stuff to make, but I actually want to focus quickly on getting a sophisticated storage controller. Is that what it was called? So we have a storage controller, storage IO, storage input, storage output. So I think we're going to want to do this one, which apparently requires an omnidirectional hopper, which isn't going to be terrible. We'll just have to make sure we have compressed iron on us. We have the storage controller. So this linked automatically all of the ones around it, which is cool. But I do want to get a... Oh, what is it even called? Sophisticated. I know there's 2 different tools. So we've got the debug tool, which is creative only, and then the storage tool. So this is, how do we... Okay, so shift scroll. Show hiding fill levels. I do like having the fill levels visible. Okay, so if I click, it'll just do all of them. That's awesome. Show upgrades, I'll take that. Show hiding tiers. I don't really know what that means. Doesn't look like it changes anything for me. Okay. Show hiding counts. So if we didn't want the counts, we could get rid of those. Locking, unlocking. So we're going to lock every one of these but that one. And then unlinking from controller. So can I lock... So do these need to touch? I'm kind of confused. I thought there was a way to link. So like just testing here. So linking to controller. Okay, so these are all technically linked. So how do we clear that? Can we? Or is it just forced until we do a different one? Okay. Let's get the storage bus going. I'm going to run a cable, which I actually already have the Fluix cable. I'm going to run a cable from this point behind here to over to our warehouse area, which is, in this case, that way. And I will be back here in a second. Alrighty, so the cables ran from our house to the warehouse, and I've got a storage bus here, and all we're going to do is we're just going to pop this on the back, and we're going to make sure the priority... Oop, I did not mean to do that. Most of this stuff I'm going to get rid of, by the way. I was just linking it just to see how it actually functioned. But yeah, we will see here how to do that in a second too. So we just set that to priority 100. Let's just go like thousands. Make sure this is the highest priority. Um, and that should work. Okay. So you can see that I actually just right-clicked in this and I actually deposited items. That's one good thing is you can actually just hold right-click and it'll deposit all the items. I think if you hold right-click without something in your hand, like the actual item in your hand, so let's just show that. So this would deposit one at a time, while if I was holding something else, it deposited all of it at once. Okay, so I need to get a whole bunch of different different drawers set up, right? I need to get coal going. To do coal, I'm probably going to want to get a limited barrel. And I probably just want to get the double, which is this one here. So 2 planks in the middle. Okay, so let me get some of this stuff figured out. I'll have to get some more compression upgrades, all of that fun stuff. But I actually should, right, as of right now, be able to go over here and craft, because it should detect everything other than the stuff in my inventory. Let's see, so let's just toss this stuff away. And it may actually be throwing stuff in the chests over there too, but we should be able to see everything but the tools, I believe, because I haven't thrown that in here, but yeah. So let me get crafting, and I will be back here in a second. Quickly, want to mention that we have very little redstone remaining, but we are on version 1.7 of the pack, which is actually updated just before this episode started, and we have just another mining dimension added, and that it gives us access to a mining portal. I think this should be pretty good. Looks like they didn't remove any mods. They've added some things, fixed some things. Looks like they removed the rice paper recipe, which I don't think I've ever used that. So there's a few updates, you know, but the biggest mod that they've added is just another mining dimension, or jammed. And what that means is we could actually go get some redstone using this portal. So let's get this place down. But remember, there are other portals. It's not like all the mods 9 where you have the things stacked on top of each other. You just have separate dimensions. This one's quite expensive because you need a netherite pickaxe, but this one, of course, is just obsidian and a diamond pickaxe. So we're just going to plop this guy down right here, and we are going to right-click, and it may take a second here, but we should get transported. There we go. And so now what we can do is, well, we can go to town on mining. So we're going to open up a hole in the ground here. And hopefully we'll be able to find some good stuff. So I am on the hunt for redstone. Redstone, because I have 88 pieces left, of course. I hope you guys saw that. So we're going to just start looking. Oh, there's sand in here? What in the world? That's different. Alright, so I'm needing an increasing amount of Sardis Quartz crystals here. So I quickly made a simple block breaker and a simple sensor. I do need to see if I can get some sort of redstone. Do we have like a redstone pen? We actually do have a redstone pen, but I do not have a feather. Okay, we'll just do redstone dust. Maybe redstone torches? Maybe. But I need these because I need to make more drives. We have a lot of items, and that's one thing I don't like about AE2 personally, is having to get all of the different drives. And of course, yes, you could do 1Ks, you could do 16Ks. They all technically have 63 types, as you can see here. So let's just click on the 16K here. Where is the item cell? So this has 63 types, but you can't store more than 16,000 items in here. Right, so 64K just allows us to store 64,000 items, which is kind of what I want. I know most of it probably is not hitting the amount of bytes, even close to that. About actually half. So actually, this was worth it, see? And actually, I need to quickly do one thing. I also made an MEIO port, which allows for you to export items out of these cells just a little bit easier. So once I'm making that, you know, drawer system over there down the hallway, we are able to then just throw items out of our system by just throwing them in here. Quick and easy. I also have this option enabled, which is move to output when work is done. So once there's no more items in the cell that can be moved out, it'll just move itself. So that way you know it's completed. Okay, so we're going to need to do this a little weirdly because we need a simple sensor, which is going to be looking for a Certus quartz crystal. Let's see. Target by items. Right click for settings. Okay, so we have no settings. So we're going to say strong signal. Do I need to output out of the back? Target items. Allow list. Why are you not... Okay, let's grab our Silk Touch pickaxe here real quick. Because we can do either way. I just was hoping it'd work that way. Okay, so once this grows, it shouldn't take too long. We should have a redstone signal. Okay, so it redstone signals there, which is kind of what I want. Needs a high redstone signal. Why is it not doing anything? Do I need to have this in here? Man, that is slow. And did I just pick it up? I don't even know. I really don't know how well this works, but if this is this slow, I don't know if I want to use it. And I can't make the next tier until I go and get... Oh, I did not mean to craft those. Whoops. Until I get Celesta Gems, which Celesta Gems, these come from the next tier, which is Void Shimmer, I do believe. So we can't really get that yet. So that is the third tier. Okay. So we can't get that until that point, which is not great, but we just kind of have to live with what we've got right now. And hopefully we'll be able to get everything we need. Let's make sure we show radius. And trying to make sure we go the correct direction. Okay. And we should be good. Okay. I'm just going to let that run, get some Certus quartz, and hopefully we should be getting some pretty decent stuff soon. I will definitely have to come up with a better solution. And once I get access to the better block breakers, I don't think that'll be a problem. But all we have right now in the way of breakers is this. We don't have turtles, do we? No. Nope, no computer craft. We do have an auto breaker and a long range breaker from Actually Additions. We could take a peek at that. Another thing is I don't know if the advanced block breaker... I need to look at that. We do have modular routers. I forgot we had modular routers. I think modular routers has probably been augmented. Yes, it has. There is no way we're getting into that. This is actually a really good option because you can put an enchanted pickaxe in here, and that enchanted pickaxe can actually give you the abilities that are on it. So, for example, a Silk Touch pickaxe would give you Silk Touching of the Certus Quartz crystals, or Fortune would give you more crystals outright. So, just one of those things to think about. But yeah, if this wasn't so expensive, I would think about it. I don't have the resources for that. But the auto breaker, I actually do have the resources for. So I would assume that this needs power? Doesn't look like it, though. Cobblestone. Redstone torch. Does it actually need power? Because it doesn't look like it does, but it may need power. I'm just curious. I don't really know if I'll use this one. I was just wondering if it works. No, it doesn't take power. so confused. Does it just maybe not work right now? I need to get a demagnetization coil. I know that. I saw that. Let me experiment with this. All right. I looked at the auto breaker. I don't think it's functioning right now because it did nothing. I'm not sure if I was missing something, but I did not see it do a single thing. So let me get some more 64Ks, which I'm going to try and get this thing filled. That's the end goal here. So that'll be, what, 5 more? And then hopefully we can get all of our blocks and stuff. I've kind of been going through and seeing the majority of what we have, like major quantities of items. Just taking out this cable for a brief minute, and then just putting stuff over here. So, like, of course, netherrack, limestone, like diorite and granite, I'll probably put over here sooner or later, but I don't really have a whole lot of it. I think I had less than like 60 pieces of diorite, so I'm not too worried about some of them. But of course, like andesite, the deep slate there, which is actually currently having 2 stack upgrades and a gold barrel upgrade. So keep that in mind. Also, one thing I want to mention, you cannot access the GUI for these when you have something in your offhand. I don't know why that is. I don't like when mods do that. It's just kind of an oversight, I think, on some people. But yeah, if you just shift even, let's just do that, because I'm pretty sure that's how you open it normally. But yeah, so shifting lets you open it, but not with an item in your hand. So just keep that in mind. What can you... Oh, you can memorize what's actually inside of it, so basically locking it. Okay. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. All right, I will be back. I'm going to get some more cells. This is going to take a while. All right, so we're going to wrap the episode up here. Quickly before that point, though, I do want to mention AE2 Things is in this pack. I just kind of forget. They're called disk drives rather than storage cells, which are AE2's default storage cells. And so these are disk drives named after Refined Storage's method of storing items, which is a disk. These are awesome. I love these. We can't craft them. I don't know for how long, because of course I don't know modern industrialization enough, but we do need a lot more EU per tick to be operational, which I'm assuming is either high voltage or beyond, because we currently have medium voltage in our assembler upstairs, and it only does, I think, 40 EU per tick as of current maximum. So we can't do that. And those little things, these crafting recipes, the only thing they do is irritate me, because I'm trying to record episodes and, you know, posting 3 times a week, which is difficult because apparently I cannot keep a schedule anymore. This is why, because I try to record an episode and then it takes like 4 hours of me just crafting AE2 storage cells rather than an AE2 Things disk drive and throwing all the items in. All right, but with that, I think we're done talking. I think there's a lot of minor things that are definitely going to need to be just considered, right? I love playing this pack so far, but I'm just kind of getting beat down to the point of like, hey, guess what? Modern industrialization. Guess what? Modern industrialization. Guess what? Modern industrialization. And yeah, I'm just kind of getting a little burned out on modern industrialization. There's a lot of mods in this pack, but when you have to focus on one mod to get the other mods to work, it's just not as fun. So expect to see all the mods 9 more, and then once we get that pack over, I may start another one. That could just kind of be the simpler, little bit less time involved pack. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.